Joining me now from Jerusalem is our correspondent, Irrsi Makler. Irrsi, what more can you tell us about this rescue?
I can tell you that it was a joint operation of Israel's security services, its intelligence service, that is, and the military. They were operating in that area somewhere between Khan Yunis and Rafah in the south of the Gaza Strip. And during that operation, they went into a tunnel and rescued Farhan Alkadi. What's interesting is that this is the 8th rescue of a living hostage, but the first one who was actually below ground in a tunnel when he was rescued. We know that they kept him there for a little while, asking him questions. They could see that his medical condition and his mental condition was good enough for him to answer questions, perhaps about what else was going on in that tunnel, who else was being held in that tunnel. Then they took him back into Israel, back to the hospital, where honestly the scenes of joy as his family were running through that hospital. He is a man in his 50s, father of 11, one of 9 or 10 brothers. Everybody, all the male members of the family at any rate, converging on the hospital. They're only seeing him one by one because he's still so shell-shocked, but so joyful, so happy to see them. I heard an interview with a friend of his who's a vet, who treated Farhan Alkadi's animals. And he said that he's 50 years old and he's never known a day of greater joy. He could barely speak for joy. And Farhan in Arabic means joyful, blessed, happy. And I think that's the feeling in his family, in his clan, in the Bedouin community, and I think throughout Israel today.
Indeed, a rare, joyful moment in this war, Irrsi. Let's talk about some of the other hostages, though, that remain in Gaza, because there has been a statement from the hostages' families. They are, of course, welcoming this news today, but they say the only way to rescue those who remain in Gaza is with a deal.
That's right. That's what they are saying, because, you know, it's a very human reaction. The joy at seeing someone emerge from the Gaza Strip and emerge alive. And then that feeling, that gut punch that it isn't your family, your brother, your sister, your grandson, your granddaughter. So that's a very human reaction. And what they want is a deal, because they believe, they say, that a deal will rescue the largest amount of hostages, you know, not a drip, drip, drip like this. And it must be said, Nadia, that most of the hostages who have been rescued in operations have actually, it's been a retrieval operation. It's been bodies coming out, not human survivors. So that's one issue. The other issue is what is happening actually at the place where a deal is being discussed. That's in Cairo. And I'm sorry to tell you that there aren't very many optimistic reports. We are hearing leaks from people who are there, people who are close to people who are there. And it seems that it's still that same obstacle, Hamas wanting all of Israeli troops to leave the Gaza Strip, and Israel saying some of the troops must stay. It's not even a discussion, actually, about which hostages will be released and which Palestinian prisoners will be exchanged. From what I understand, it's actually that point of principle. But Washington believes that it's definitely worth going ahead. And if you speak to people here and civilians in Gaza who are sick of this war, I think it's very relevant for them too.
Irrsi Makler in Jerusalem. Thank you.